Next, we're going to have Kyle Hall, who's here for Bill Southern. That's North Carolina Court of Appeals, the Hunter seat.
Well, it's good to be with y'all today. I've been traveling the mountains today. I started this morning in Asheville. The Buncombe County GOP had their convention this morning. And I started off there the same way I'm going to start off here. I told them I'm glad that it was raining up there, because later today I'm going to venture into downtown Asheville, and I'm going to be brave about it. But I'm glad that it rained, because our friends on the other side with the dreadlocks finally got their shower today. I hope there's no reporters in here to Well, I'm here today for Bill Southern, who is running for the North Carolina Court of Appeals. Now, I've been telling folks that have come over here to the table today that there are 8 statewide races on the ballot in November. There are 8. There is the Senate race, and there are 7 judges. 7 judicial races on the ballot statewide. And the Democrats have the ability to take over our judicial system if we don't come out and vote. These judicial races have 8-year terms. Now, I don't know what you're going to be doing 8 years from now. I don't know what I'm doing 8 years from now, and I certainly do not know what the political landscape in North Carolina will look like 8 years from now. So it is paramount that we get out and vote in November. Now, I want to take some time to talk about our judicial races, if that's all right, since I appear to be the only statewide judicial campaign here. We, of course, have 4 statewide Supreme Court races on the ballot. The first one is for Chief Justice. Our candidate is Mark Martin, who has been on the court for years now as an Associate Justice. He is running for the Chief Justice position. There are 3 Associate Justice positions. One is for Mike Robinson, who's an attorney in Winston-Salem. We have Jeanette Dorn and Eric Levinson, who will be on the ballot in May, because that one will go into a primary. So you have Jeanette Dorn and Eric Levinson running for a seat on the Supreme Court. You also have Bob Hunter, who's currently on the Court of Appeals, who's running for the seat that Mark Martin will vacate once he becomes our Chief Justice. And I believe that's it. And then for our Court of Appeals races, we have 3 seats that are open. We have Judge Donna Stroud, whose name is up here. She is running unopposed. We also have Judge Paul Holcomb, who is a district court judge in Johnston County. He's running for one of the seats he's running against the Governor Perdue appointee, one of those midnight appointees that she put on the Court of Appeals. So remember his name. And then lastly, the guy I'm here for, and that's Judge Bill Southern, who's running against another Governor Perdue appointee. Now, these are nonpartisan races, but I don't have to, just by telling you that these are Governor Perdue appointees, pretty much tells you where their political leanings lie. And I can tell you where Bill Southern's political leanings lie. And that is, he is a conservative. He's a constitutional conservative. He is a member of the NRA. He is an E.A. Morris Fellow with the John Locke Foundation. Currently, he's a district court judge in Stokes and Surry counties. And I have to explain that to people where that is. If you've ever watched the Andy Griffith Show, that is Mayberry. Surry County is Mayberry from Mount Airy. So he's a district court judge there, was elected in 2008, re-elected again in 2012. Before that, he was an assistant district attorney for the same 2 counties where he prosecuted crimes. We also have a Facebook page for you to visit. It's southernforjudge.com. And please like us on Facebook if you do the social media thing. We're trying to get to 1,000 likes right now. We're just about there. We're about 950 in. So we definitely need to be putting boots on the ground. Remember, he is not in the primary in May, but he is our choice in November. So please remember him. And please remember all these other 7 judges that are running. Because like I said, these are 8-year terms. And it's vitally important that we keep our statewide judicial system on the right side, because it doesn't matter if we re-elect Governor McCoy. It doesn't matter if we re-elect the conservative legislature, because if we do not have a conservative judicial system, anything that they do can be questioned by the judges. And so we have to make sure that we go out and we support these conservative judges. So please visit my table over here. We have some bumper stickers and yard signs and pins. We like to say that if you put a bumper sticker on your car, that's showing your Southern pride. So come out and show your Southern pride. I'll be here for the rest of the afternoon. It's great to be here in Macon County, and please visit southernforjudge.com. Thanks.
Do we have any questions?
Would you quickly name the 4 judges again? I couldn't write fast.
Okay, there are 4 for the Supreme Court. There's Mark Martin for Chief Justice. He is running against another Republican. That was a last second filing, and her name is Ola Lewis, but Mark Martin is our choice. Then we have Mike Robinson, who is an attorney in Winston-Salem. Bob Hunter, who is currently on the Court of Appeals. He's seeking Mark Martin's seat once he leaves and becomes our Chief Justice. And then we have a primary in May against Jeanette Doran and Eric Levinson. Eric Levinson is a Superior Court judge in Charlotte right now. He used to be on the Court of Appeals. He was elected to that position in the last decade. But then President Bush called him to go to Iraq and help set up the judicial system there. So he does have an impressive resume. Jeanette Doran used to be the director for the NC Constitutional Law Center. She's very conservative. So please check them both out. They're both very qualified candidates, both very conservative candidates.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay, great. Thank you so much. That leads into something I've got to tell you.